The Guardians win again yesterday. It's been a fascinating run here by the Guardians, who have now won 11 out of 13. And they are over 500 for the first time in a month. They're a game over. Meanwhile, the Tigers have lost 9 of their last 10. They're playing terrible baseball. They've been outscored by 40 runs in this 10-game stretch. And the Guardians are still 8 games back.
Climbing back.
They're still behind 3 teams for the final wild card spot. You see there, Seattle and Boston tied for the last 2 spots, then Texas, Tampa, and then the Guardians. I was saying this morning that I'm not buying into this stretch and the way they're playing, and I think it's going to eventually go back to what they were doing.
You a Debbie
I think
Downer.
part of it is because I feel like the second I give myself hope that they're actually better, that's going to jinx it or something, even though I don't believe in jinxes. They're playing a lot of bad teams right now, and they've been outside of Houston, who they started this stretch against, and they've been able to take advantage of it. But it was another nice win. They're playing really good baseball right now. I mean, they didn't for most of the year, but for the last 2 weeks, they're playing really good baseball. So they're giving you some hope here, and it could lead to I don't know what. I still think they're going to get rid of the Carlos Santanas, or at least I hope so. I didn't think they were going to trade Clase or Kate Smith or Stephen Kwan. I still don't. They're not going to be buyers, even if they stay hot, which they might because they're playing Baltimore. KC actually just had a good series against the Cubs. Colorado stinks, but they actually just won a series. By the way, Colorado yesterday won their first rubber game in a series. So a rubber game is, for those who don't know, in a 3-game series, you split the first 2, and then winning the rubber game means you win that last game. They won their first rubber game of a series in about 260 days or something like that, which is insane. That's insane. But anyway, so you're playing some more bad teams here before the trade deadline next week. Jason, what do you make of what's been going on with the Guardians here?
All you can do is beat the bad teams.
Yeah, they're taking advantage of them.
And that's what they're doing. I tend to agree with you. I think they'll trade Santana. I think they should.
Absolutely.
What about Lane Thomas?
Who's going to take him?
He has no value.
Yeah.
Not
that Santana has much, but
no, I think there's a market for him. I mean, I don't think you're going to get a ton for him, but I think
get
there's
an 8-ball, 40th best prospect. Fine,
but what it does is it winds up creating 2 assets out of nothing because you traded Naylor and got Ciccone, and you can argue whether or not they should have done that. Naylor's had a very good year, but then if you trade Naylor, get Ciccone, sign Santana, if you trade him and get a piece for him. You've created 2 assets that you didn't previously have, and now you've also created a spot for C.J. Kayfus to come up and play every day, and hopefully creates opportunities for Kyle Manzardo to play against.
Well, he should be playing every day.
I agree.
I mean, it's a total joke that he's not.
I agree.
But
no, I mean, yeah, you got to be encouraged with the way they're playing right now. I was with you. I didn't think they're going to trade Kwan or Clase unless they were totally blown away.
Yeah.
And now there's really no reason to. I get if they don't want to go on a selling or on a buying spree and start giving guys up because you're not really sure what you've got. But, if you can create an asset for Santana, if you can get Bieber back, I said the other day, the Bieber thing, I think puts a thumb on the scale on which way you want to go with this thing and how you want to handle it because you paid him all this money and he's not going to be back until after the trade deadline.
Right.
So what are you going to do? Are you going to trade him for when he's not at full value because teams haven't seen him pitch in a major league game? They can go to his rehab outings. I think he's going to throw Sunday.
Is it Sunday?
I think he's going to throw Sunday.
Okay.
I think didn't he throw the other
Tuesday.
day?
He pitched Tuesday.
Yeah.
Even if I thought they might wait a week and pitch him again on Tuesday. But either way, it's before the deadline. So I think somebody would give you something. I think Ken Rosenthal said teams would be interested.
Oh, for sure. And Bieber?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're not going to get full value for him.
No,
you'll get something.
Not. But he's not going to. He's most likely not going to be here next year anyway.
So you would trade him?
Well, but no, because if you can get into the playoffs,
yeah.
If you have Bieber at the top of your rotation, I would rather roll the dice on that. Take the chance that you can fight your way in, and now you have Shane throwing game 1 rather than trade him now for pennies on the dollar. Take the chance.
Yeah.
You know what?
And then if you lose him at the end of the season, you lose him. But I think you'd get a compensatory pick for him at least.
I'm gonna do my best Adam the Bull impersonation. That Kansas City series.
Yeah.
Is going to be the telling point of this story.
So?
I do. I think it's the most important series. Why, you ask?
Yeah.
Because right now they sit, 2.5 out from that wild card spot?
Mm-hmm.
And right now, it's some teams that's being slow off since the All-Star break. It's some people that's playing well. I think that Kansas City's, if they win, if they sweep it, I think they probably going to be about a half a game out.
Yeah.
If they win 2, that's going to put them about 1, maybe 1.5 out, right? And I think at that moment, because Colorado, I think they should. They better.
Colorado's hard.
Yeah, they should sweep.
Yeah.
But if you get 2 or 3 out of that Kansas City, it's putting you right back in that window to where.
And Bobby Witt might not play. He got hurt on Tuesday, didn't play against the Cubs yesterday.
Reagan's is still out, no timetable on his return.
Yeah, and they won't have to face Lugo in the series.
But it just when you get to the trade deadline, like as a player, I don't play baseball, but like you make it past that trade deadline, it's like, all right, it's time. Like we focus. Usually it's after All-Star break, but really when that deadline hit, it's like it's time to lock in. And we got a shot. Like if you in that window like that, you right there. Like that makes you play way harder than if you was 5 games out or 6 games out. So I think to me, that Kansas City series could change the whole attitude of fans and of people on this team. Although I think the team has already bought in. Obviously, they've been playing very well lately. But, man, to look at that thing and say, like, we only 1 game out or something like that, like, it takes every game. You locked in more, just a little bit more for each game. And I think that can actually help them sneak into the playoffs. And then you get Bieber back, so now Bieber come back. Now you excited because, like, oh, we got an ace back. Like, it could be.
if they keep winning here,
it could be.
You know, they're not going to buy in terms of, like, they're not
I ain't saying
a player.
Yeah, I ain't saying that.
I could see them picking up a reliever. Picking up another reliever.
I could see them more making a trade for like a buy trade for a guy who's under contract beyond this year.
Well, that's typically what they try and pursue. Usually, not always, but usually. I don't think they're going to give up a ton to go get somebody.
No,
but that's
unless it was a long-term addition.
Yeah, but I could see them making. I know their bullpen is strong. You can never have enough relievers, especially in today's game with the way that bullpens are used in the playoffs.
Yeah,
I could see them trying to acquire another reliever. To put it the
they
back
have to
end.
Give up minimum.
I don't think it's going to be Mason Miller, but
no.
But I think they could get an arm that can help them down the stretch in October. I could see them doing that, and I agree with you a little bit on Kansas City. I think it's the stretch of Oakland, Baltimore, Kansas City. I'd put the 3 of them together that they wanted to see how they were going to play coming out of the break these last couple of weeks leading into the trade deadline, and they've handled their business against Oakland and Baltimore. And Kansas City's still lingering. They're only a game-ish behind.
They just took 2 out of 3 against the Cubs. So, that was a nice series
so that's I'm not so much in those standings as the wild card standings. They're lingering behind Cleveland as well. So, that's an opportunity to put a little bit of distance between them and another team that's close to them. Texas is playing better. Tampa just sent their best starter down to AAA last night. I was shocked by that.
He's not been pitching well.
Didn't they I think they got spanked yesterday, didn't they?
Yeah.
They lost like 11-2 or something like that.
Texas has been playing well lately.
Yeah.
Seattle's offense is a mess.
New York is a mess. The Yankees are a total mess right now.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun to watch.
I love it.
Yeah.
My bold prediction this year was they
11-9.
wouldn't make
They
the
lost
playoffs.
to the
I'd
White
love to
Sox,
see them.
11-9.
That'd be right.
They lost to Toronto again last night. I caught the
Toronto's won like 17 of 20, something like that. They're playing great.
I caught the tail end of that game.
You think you remember you said the Yankees wouldn't make the playoffs?
Yeah, that was my bold prediction.
They look like they've fallen off.
Yeah, I still think I think I'm going to be wrong still.
They've
I think
fallen
they'll
off.
still make
I think
the
they get
playoffs.
in.
Live.
But I just didn't think they were that good this year, and I don't think they are.
Well, right now they don't look that good.
Nope.
Their lineup is not all that imposing after you get through the first few guys.
Yeah, no, and they're the reason they struggle. They've done this a lot of years. Get off to good starts, and then they play like crap later.
Yeah.
It's because they're an old team. They rely on too many old players, which is why they have injuries, which is why they don't run the bases well. They don't do the fundamentals well. They don't play defense well. They made 4 errors in their game yesterday. They stink. But anyway, the Guardians are playing great baseball right now.
What time they play today?
You ride the moment. It's a 110 game. They're trying to sweep, 4-game sweep, right, of the Orioles here.